Hello, welcome to a new video. My name is Christian Poulos. I am a guy who lifts, records it, and posts it on Instagram. I am in medical school. I have an online coaching business, and I do that all at once. And today is another brilliant day to be talking about some time management and some tips that you can use yourself in order to optimize your everyday life. So let's dive right in. So number one, time is your choice. You choose your priorities. So we own our time. We have a choice at the end of the day. Every moment you spend is within your control, and at every given moment, you are doing what you most want to be doing. So really think about that. If you're scrolling on your phone before bed, it's because that's what you want. If you want to go to the gym for an hour, that's what you want to do. You need to shift your mindset. It's less of a, I don't have time, and more of a, it's just not my priority right now. If you make the shift in your mind, things are gonna come a lot easier to you. So sure, I understand if you have like a boss, a spouse, kids, responsibilities, but you're actively choosing those things. You are choosing to work in the place you want to work. You are choosing to be with your spouse. Don't leave your spouse if that's what you're trying to get from this. So if you don't like your boss, quit, become your own boss. If you truly want to do something, you will make it happen. That's what it comes down to. If you want something, you will make it happen. Don't just sit and watch life go idly by you. The things stopping you are the things that you create in your head. All right, so number two is fast decisions. So here's how I make most of my decisions. If it isn't a hell yes, it's a no. Be selfish. After a certain point, there's just so much going on in life where you honestly can't catch a break. So if you aren't a hell yeah, it's a no. So the more decisions you make in a day, week, month, decade, really the more tired you get. So whether if it's, should I go freehand rock climbing, eat dessert, go to happy hour with friends, I have to convince myself to be either a hell yes or hell no. So really that's why your willpower sucks at night and you finish that box of cookies. We're so tired of making calculated decisions all day. You drop your kids off in the morning, you go to work, and you have all these decisions to make. So taking things to the extreme and often thinking of things as black and white when it serves you sometimes simplifies those decisions and makes it a whole lot easier. So number three is batching things into must do, should do, and could do. Must do's, you must do. Think important things like deadlines. Today was film this video, call my mom. Should do's are urgent but not really due tomorrow. Eventually these can get bumped up into like a must do depending on the timeline. So mine today is to write a paper for a class I'm in. Could do is an I'll get to it when I get to it. For me, it's research some new microphones, buy some new glasses because I'm blind, and sometimes you really dilly-dally and do the non-urgent things first. So that's fine for momentum, but often you should really focus on doing the stuff that matters first, and organizing in this way often helps a lot. My friend, you need a to-do list. Write things down. You don't need a fancy, cutesy little journal. I use my phone, the notes app in my phone. I have some decent willpower and just love knocking stuff off my list. At the top, I have my do todays, then I have a do this week, and then a do eventually. Honestly, I'm a big person of momentum, and just knocking down those things off the list really helps, and it sets you up for success the rest of the day. So really, if you go about your day and you think of something, it's really easy to just throw things into a list so you don't forget them and then you're able to do it and it's just constantly present in your mind. So if you're enjoying these tips so far, definitely make sure to toss a like, hit that subscribe button, and let me know if there's anything else you want to see. So the next tactic I like to use, I think it's number 5, is time blocking. So this is a tactic I like to use whenever I find myself really procrastinating. And this definitely happens sometimes, we're all only human. So anytime you really need to do something, block a certain amount of time for it each day. You're either going to expand or constrict your time to fit the time you allot for it. This is called Parkinson's law. So the more time you allot for something, the less effort that will be needed. You're just gonna be able to stretch it out. So if you give yourself less time and you have shorter, higher effort spurts, you're gonna get more done at the end of the day. So if I only let myself have 30 minutes for something, for a workout, for example, I'm gonna be going at it for those 30 minutes just to make sure I could get everything done. So next time you need to do something, plan your day out, give yourself half the time you need and the time that you think you'll take to do something, and just see how it goes. This will show you how much you can truly get done in a shorter amount of time. Next is energy management. In a way, a lot of life is rather energy management instead of time management. So you have physical energy and mental energy. Obviously, do the basic things that maximize your baseline energy levels. Exercise, don't eat like a 4th grader that's left at home alone. Practice overall positive thinking, sleep at least 7 hours. But on top of that, think of things that drain your energy. As a coach and a med student, sometimes the truth is people drain my energy. I don't chase someone if they say they're going to sign up in my program, for coaching, and they didn't. And with that, know when you work best. I'm a morning guy, so I love to wake up early, when everyone's still sleeping, crank things out, and just do it while I wake up, with a nice glass of coffee. Nice glass of coffee, cup of coffee. If you're a night owl, then stay up at night. Find out what works for you. Next on the list, you must eliminate distractions. Is this you? So distractions are really why most of us aren't getting anything done. We are only human, so no matter the willpower, your brain is still wired to enjoy those quick hits of dopamine from checking your phone or not doing the task that you should be doing. I put my dogs in the other room. They're in that room right now while I'm recording this video. I've closed out all the other tabs on the things that I'm working on, silence your phone. You know, sometimes if you're just like trying to do focused work, sometimes mindless repetitive music with few lyrics keeps you dialed in. So focus is really a muscle and you have to learn to train it like, you know, any other muscle in the gym. You could even download some programs on your computer to lock you out of certain websites. If you're trying to build your chest doing a bench press, you're not gonna let someone tickle you or drip sweat in your face. Give yourself literally no other option than to do the task at hand and to succeed with it. Get rid of all distractions. It's going to make things a lot easier for you. So next is delegate and automate. If you're a CEO and you can delegate your tasks to your minions, you got to do it. Even if you're not, you can still delegate and automate tasks. There are obviously free and not free ways to do this. And this can literally be anything. This is where my beloved fiance, Abby, is very helpful. We're very opposite, honestly, and she's good and enjoys the tasks that I suck at and don't like. So guess who's proofreading those really short, to the point emails that I write that are often pretty condescending? So other than that, you have to think about the time value of your money. Are you a doctor and making like, you know, $200 an hour? Or are you working minimum wage, making $10 an hour? What you deem valuable doesn't necessarily have to be what you make. And if you think cleaning your house spotless will take you 2 hours, but a cleaning service costs, you know, $100, would it be worth it for you to pay that $100 to save 2 hours of your effort and time and for someone else to probably do a better job? Maybe. On a bigger scale, if you think it would take you 40 hours to learn how to edit a video and, you know, make it and edit it, would it make sense to pay an editor $300 that is a pro edit? Maybe. Save some time. I'm realizing this is a lot what chores are growing up. My parents had me doing things that, you know, weren't very high yield for them. And similarly, you know, with running my coaching business, sometimes I outsource some of my website building, you know, tech supports, things like that, so I can focus on doing what brings the most value, you know, like creating content, getting new clients, and actually coaching them. You can automate things, you know, on the internet as well. You could use Zapier, I think it's called, which is good for like connecting documents, cross-posting things. You know, other ways like automatic bill payments for your bills, eating similar things every day, doing certain chores on certain days of the week, you know, investing your money automatically. The fewer decisions you really make, the more time you will have and the more your mind will be free. So next we have batching. This is how I get a lot of things done in a larger scale in a short time frame. What sounds easier to you? Thinking of a video idea, scripting it, then recording it, then editing it, and then rinse and repeat every video? Or is it easier to brainstorm a bunch of ideas at once, script like 10 of them in one setting, record 10 of them in one sitting, and then edit all of them at once? When I first started recording workouts on Instagram, I would just record one day in the gym and then post that workout right after it. Then I had exams, life was busy, I was pretty burned out without even having, you know, many followers to post to. I knew that there was an easier way. So there definitely is, and one day I just started recording all on Saturday morning. I would make sure not to eat like an idiot on Friday. I edited all my posts for Sunday, and then boom, easy money. It was all ready. That activation energy to start and set up that task was all at once on that Saturday morning, and like the difficulty of just getting started and stopping and getting started and stopping really ended. So really think about that activation energy and how much it takes for you to get started with a task. Really just do things all at once. So next tip, rest and self-care. This is gonna be the most overlooked tip for just managing your time in general. It's really just scheduling time to relax, take care of myself. I remember when I was first starting med school, I would study so much. I would read the book, I would take notes on the book, I would watch the lectures, then I'd do flashcards, practice questions. And so by the time the quiz came around, my brain was just so jumbled and not rested, and it honestly made me more confused. Really, your brain and body need to process what you just studied or worked on. Just sit down and do nothing sometimes. Let your mind wander. Sometimes you get good ideas when you're wandering, and you know, you can just sit, watch TV, spend time with your friends, walk your dog, and don't forget to shower and brush your teeth. It's important too. So thank you for watching and endlessly supporting, and I will catch you in the next video.